first day at McDonald's. I'm looking for a job. So, if you don't mind, I want to work the French fry counter.
Absolutely.
Okay, how much you paying me?
Ain't nothing changed, nothing new here to see. This ain't nothing but some political maneuvering.
America!
Welcome to the eulogy, eat it up. It's called political buffoonery.
Hey there, everybody, and welcome to This Week in DUMBmocracy, where we showcase some of the dumbest newsmakers of the week. Apparently, this was the biggest news over the weekend in politics. Donald Trump at a McDonald's in the Philadelphia area, working as a fry cook, giving out food at a drive-thru window. And let's just say that Trump supporters, Republicans, they're loving it. Democrats, not so much. In fact, every Democrat on the interwebs and on network news, they want you to know that this is nothing but a political stunt, that this wasn't an open McDonald's, that it wasn't set up with real customers. They were all Trump supporters, they want you to know. Well, gee, folks, after 2 attempted assassination attempts, you would think that, yes, this would be staged because the U.S. Secret Service would have learned their lesson. Staged political events or stunts or whatever you want to call them, they're as old as politics itself. I'm going to go through the reaction from the left to this event and show why it's so hypocritical. But before we go there, I'm going to ask you guys to please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other shows, and if you like what you see in here in this or any other video, smash that thumbs up button, like, comment, share the show with your friends, all that really, really good stuff, because all that's going to help grow this show via the YouTube algorithm.
Yes, that's it. Feed me. Feed me.
Is anybody else craving French fries now?
Not today, big guy.
Oh, we got a show to do. Thank you guys so much for all that you do to help grow the channel. I appreciate all of your efforts, whether you're watching on the YouTubes, on Rumble, on X, wherever you are. Thank you so much for all that you do. And if you are a newbie to the channel, wherever you may be, I hope this video earns your subscription, not just because Donald Trump is doing manual labor in a McDonald's, but because we're going to enter into a discussion about the hypocrisy of the left calling out a quote-unquote political stunt because, ladies and gentlemen, everybody else in between, everything's a political stunt these days. Let's start off with MSDNC, that bastion of journalism, interviewing Berardelli about this pretty novel political pit stop by Donald Trump.
We're going to show you what Donald Trump is doing right now. He has gone to a McDonald's. He's gone to this McDonald's and he's in the Philadelphia area. He's going to work a fryer, apparently, before he goes to the Steelers versus Jets game. I mean, if you're on his campaign, and I know you are certainly not, I'm not making any implication of that, but what is the logic behind this, going to a McDonald's? I mean, we know the guy likes Big Macs and filet of fish, and he's used the word love to describe the way he feels about the food there before. But what's this about?
Glad you asked.
To me, this is Donald Trump, who has been one of the, financial elite, cultural elite. He's known for opulence and the art of the deal and all this stuff. But yet, he is not so detached from common folks to not enjoy McDonald's. Now, maybe the biggest lie on the campaign trail is that he likes filet of fish. I don't think anybody likes filet of fish.
That's disgusting!
But Trump has never been a snob. He has always been vulgar. He's always been this uncouth guy, new money as it were, talking about how he got all this money and he's arrogant and audacious, but he hasn't lost a connection to regular everyday people. This is part of his charm. If anything, this is authentic Trump, a phrase that we haven't really talked about with Kamala Harris. She's probably been one of the most disingenuous, most inauthentic candidates that we've seen on the trail. We also know that Donald Trump is a junk food guy. He eats McDonald's. He drinks soda. This isn't like the fine dining filet mignons and lobster thermidor and baked Alaska that we all see in the movies. So it seems to me that Trump is rejecting elitism and showing his people and those that he's trying to convince that he's a regular guy. This is what politicians do all the time. They put on their best show in order to get votes. This is nothing new. But listen to the disdain for Trump in this moment.
There's no logic to it. It's a stunt. He has not put forth an economic agenda. He, as you know, appears to be not well, and he's engaged in some really bizarre types of activities during this campaign. So,
You hearing all those buzzwords?
Yes. Yes, I am.
He's not well? How does she know? Is she a doctor? He's bizarre. He's doing political stunts. I mean, a politician calling out another politician's political stunt? Kind of hypocritical, if you ask me. But all the buzzwords are there. She's checking all the boxes for that MSDNC audience.
so this is just another one of those stunts that he will continue on through the campaign. And I think that we need to really focus on making sure that he is not elected, of course, because he is a threat to our democracy.
Oh, I'm sorry. She didn't hit all the boxes there. She missed the whole threat to democracy thing. We're still on that, despite at least 2, possibly 3 attempted assassinations. They never learned, these Democrats.
Know who Donald Trump is. Just look at him and what he's doing. And is this presidential? I mean, this is not what the country needs in terms of the leader of the free world and in terms of a person who's going to ensure our national security and peace and security in the world. Come on, let's focus on getting people to the polls and winning this election and defeating Donald Trump.
I hope he doesn't get any grease on his crisp white shirt there. Anyway.
Can you believe the snob?
I guess I kind of hit the nail on the head about the elitism coming from the left in reaction to this clip. How dare someone lower themselves to going to a McDonald's and working the fry cooker? He better not get anything on his fine French cuff shirt. Oh my goodness, the horror, the shame. This sort of snobbery probably doesn't play well with a lot of voters if they're actually listening with an open mind here, especially independent voters who are still looking to make up their mind, if there are any out there still, I think there still are, for this particular election cycle. Could you imagine listening to Barbara Lee and this host laughing, maybe with a martini in their hand and all the snobbery that comes along with this highbrow, looking down on the common person nonsense that they're spewing on their cable news network here?
You look like a typical low-life character to me.
It's like they're above it all. How Democrats would never lower themselves to a political stunt such as this, except, as you'll see after the break, they do just that. Like what you see so far? Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Also, leave us a comment and tell us what you're thinking. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, I present to you some political stunts from the left in recent years, like Kamala Harris here, kneeling on the floor of the Senate, insert your own joke here, giggity, 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 in protest of Black Lives Matter and different reforms and a day of protest, Harris joining Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi on their knees in Congress. A nice virtue signal there. Here's the kitty desk, as I like to call it, a set made to look like the White House, I guess, the Oval Office.
Ready.
Oh, he's ready for his close-up, Mr. DeMille. Nice staging there. Here's Pete Buttigieg with some nice staging. In a full suit, hopping on a bike that he just got on that was unpacked from that vehicle over there to create a stunt of his own as if he was biking to work, I guess. I don't know exactly what this was, but here he is with a bike helmet on. He literally just got on it wearing a suit, and as you'll see here, he's going to go off as if he was riding this bike the entire time. Except there's going to be a guy traveling with him over there. The car is going to follow him. Complete and total political stunt, another sign of virtue signaling from the left. But I saved the best stunt for last. A White House press conference for kids.
Oh my goodness, you guys look amazing. Happy Take Your Child to Work Day. I wonder if I can guess whose kid is who. Should I try? No, I'm not going to do that. So President Biden is so excited to welcome approximately, I think about 600 kids, including children of staff, children of reporters, to take your child to work day at the White House. This White House is full of parents, guardians, grandparents, uncles, aunts, and many more who serve our nation each day.
As political theater, this is pretty fucking lame.
Because nothing says political stunt, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between, like using children for pawns, don't you think? The White House wanted to show themselves to be kid-friendly, family-friendly, and they used the children of employees and reporters who show up to the White House in order to make a political point. It doesn't get to be more of a political stunt than that. So, as I said earlier, everyone in campaign politics do appearances like this, whether it be at a local convenience store, whether it be at a pizzeria ordering a pizza and some beer like Tim Walz did, or Donald Trump acting like a fry cook for a little while. But the left seem to think that the biggest problem with all this is that the people driving by at the drive-thru window were all staged and vetted, that the McDonald's itself wasn't open for business, and I say, duh, to all that. This is a man that endured at least 2, possibly 3 attempted assassinations. Do you think the Secret Service would be so stupid as to allow people who weren't vetted to get that close to Trump? Or to allow a rando to just walk into a McDonald's and possibly cause a ruckus or cause harm? This is what I don't understand from the left. They are screaming up and down, left, front, and sideways about how this was all fake and phony, just like Donald Trump is fake and phony. This is retail politicking at its finest, folks.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you win elections.
This is setting up engaging, fun events that help a candidate look relatable. I don't understand what the problem is. It's been going on since the beginning of time. Donald Trump is embracing this lowbrow persona that the left has tagged him with. And the left is being like an elite gatekeeper here just to say that this is so not presidential. We should be above all of this. Meanwhile, the press is recoiling at Trump serving things at a McDonald's? Really? If you want to say that you're above all this, you want to be an elitist, you want to be a classist, you want to say that this is unbecoming, I think that says more about you than it does about the actual appearance at a setting like this. Donald Trump rejects all this nonsense that you would hear. He's not one of the bourgeoisie saying, let them eat cake, living their best life with their donors and all of the political grift that's out there. He's actually doing things that people might say is fun, bringing a little fun into politics. He said he wanted to go and try a fryer. Okay, I guess that's one of the benefits of running for president, that they'll let you do this sort of stuff. Let's get the sticks out of our asses here, folks. We all know that a lot of retail politicking is all staged and political stunts. It happens on both sides. But to see one side yell at the other side about doing a political stunt, that's just hypocritical buffoonery to me. But listen, that's just my opinion on all this. What do you think about Donald Trump, the fry cook? Are you jonesing for some McDonald's now? Are you repulsed that a presidential candidate would do such a thing? Let's talk about that in the comments together. And as always, like and share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other shows. I'm looking forward to hearing your comments about this stunt, some other stunts that we showed, and of course the entire video, along with any other shenanigans and buffoonery happening every day this week in DUMBmocracy. Just put the fries in the bag, all right?
All views and opinions expressed here are not necessarily of the mainstream media and may offend some listeners. It's called political buffoonery.